Hey guys, for today's video I'll be reviewing the Capital One Cup match between Bradford City and Arsenal. Okay, so going into the game we had a very strong team, a team that was expected to win, but it didn't. And you know what, I kind of expected this because lately with our results I've been very negative, and even going into the penalty shootout that we'll get into later, I didn't really expect to win because it was just everything was against us. We had 90 minutes to beat Bradford City with a very good team, our first team basically. And we couldn't do it. Then we had extra time and we still couldn't do it. Cazorla had a number of chances. We had so many chances that we should have taken. If we had an actual striker, we would have won that game. We didn't. I don't think Giroud is good enough for the first team, for an Arsenal team. I don't think Podolski is good enough to start lately because his form's been terrible. And Gervinho shouldn't play down the middle. So who do we have? Give me a name. No one. That's why we need to buy someone. We need to buy Llorente. We need to buy someone that can just stay there. I know everyone hates Van Persie now, but if he was there, we would have won that game by 2 or 3 goals. He would have scored. All those chances with the clinical striker where we need them, they would have finished the job. But no, we had someone like a Gervinho or a Ramsey trying to take shots when he's not going to do anything with them. So, all credit to Bradford City. They were very good defensively. From the first half onwards, after they scored their 16-minute goal through Thompson, we dominated. We had 71% possession for the rest of the game. We had 34 shots all up to their 10, only 6 on target from 34. They had 2 on target from 10. So both teams weren't very good, but when you have 34 shots on target, you want at least half of those on target, or even 14 or something like that. Then you can expect to score 2 or 3 goals and win the game. But when you have 6 on target all up, it's not very good, and most of them were Cazorla shots and Wilshere shots. And those 2 players were the only 2 that I saw that wanted to actually win the game towards the end. Wilshere just took all the responsibility again at such a young age. You need the actual captain to do that, Vermaelen. He cost us the first goal, and is it just me or does he give away the most fouls in our squad? I swear to God, he does that every week, always at the wrong time, in the wrong spot. It's always Vermaelen. I'm not trying to pick on him, but it somehow always is him. I don't even have to look and I know that it's Vermaelen. Luckily though, in the 87th minute, just before full time, he scores and he brings us back to 1-1, and that puts us into extra time. From then on we dominated the game. Rosicky came on, Chamberlain came on, and they really did get us going. Chamberlain was great on the right, although his crosses were a bit suspect at times. Same with Rosicky. Santi was good, and we really did deserve to get a second goal. We had so many chances, 2 chances in particular, Cazorla hitting the bar and then another Cazorla shot after a cross. Great saves from their goalkeeper, all credit to them. But yeah, it wasn't our day. It was just one of those days that we did actually have a lot of shots. Some days we don't even get shots and we lose the game. At least today, we had a lot of shots and we just didn't take them. And if we had a clinical striker, as I said, I think we would have taken them and we would have won that game pretty easily. I think it's the first time I've witnessed penalties when I've been watching an Arsenal game. I think the last time was in 2009 in Italy, I think the commentator said, but I don't remember watching that. This was very intense because we didn't field a team that could have lost this game. We fielded a Premier League team. They are a League 2 team. There's the Premier League, there's the Championship, there's League 1, and then there's League 2. And we couldn't beat them. And we're expected to be top 4 material and actually challenge for the Premier League title. But onto the penalties. We missed our first 2. They took them. Luckily, Szczesny was in very good form. Basically, every penalty that he had to defend, he picked the right way, apart from once I think it was, but every other time he picked the right way. There was a couple of times that he got hands to it, but it was just too powerful. They were very confident going into the penalties, and that's why I was very worried, because they just had the confidence flowing. They knew that they were that close to winning, that they would just smash every penalty in. That's what they did. Szczesny did block a couple. Shamak missed one. Chamberlain saved us at the end, and then it came to the last shot with Vermaelen, the captain, to keep us in it, after Szczesny just saved us from being eliminated in the Capital One Cup, and he hits the bar and that's it. And they celebrate and we're out and they beat us. That's 1 trophy down that we're not going to win. You can almost rule out the Premier League as well. There's the Champions League and the FA Cup, so we've got 2 there. Yeah, it's quite a depressing time right now. We just lost to Bradford City, a League 2 team. We're a Premier League team. We fielded almost our first team, the best team that we have. It's disappointing. We have to move on now though. We can't dwell on this too much. Hopefully the players don't, because I thought after, getting the win on the weekend that we would slowly get some momentum, even if it was from 2 penalties, but that's not to be. We've got Reading on Monday, so hopefully we can field basically the same team. Maybe a few changes here. I wouldn't start Ramsey. I would put Rosicky exactly where Ramsey was, because Rosicky would do a much better job. He's actually an attacker. He has some speed, and he's smart with the ball, which Ramsey isn't. So that's it from me, guys. That's my review. It's very disappointing. Please comment below. Tell me what you felt, what you were feeling when you were watching the penalties. My heart was beating, my palms were sweating. It was just very intense, and I was shitting myself basically. So yeah, just comment below. Tell me what you thought of the game. Please like the video below. It really does help me out a lot. And subscribe above if you want to see more. My next review will be on Monday, I think it is, when we play Reading. It's going to be a very important game for us. We have to win it to stay in touch with the top four in the Premier League. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a good week.